Hey guys, this is Jess Mather of Indulgent Fitness, and today I want to talk to you about a subject I bring up pretty frequently, but I haven't really talked much about what it really means, and that is when I say effortless fat loss. So it sounds pretty cool, right? And it is really cool. For example, in my upcoming webinar, I'm talking about sustainable fat loss, and I mention in there it doesn't have to be so difficult, and it's absolutely true. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how to make your fat loss feel more effortless. And to give you a little bit of context, so in 2013, I moved out to Colorado, and it was a very stressful time. I had recently graduated a couple months ago. I was just moving in with my boyfriend. I was going to have to experience winter again, which was very uncomfortable. Now I'm back in Florida and I'm happy. But I went through a lot of medically complex things, hormonally specifically, and I put on some weight. I got up to 130 pounds, which to most of you guys, you're probably thinking that's not very much. But to me, that was very uncomfortable. It was about something around 12 to 15 pound increase. And I was bloated all the time. I felt crappy. And I was still eating very well. Actually, I ate even more strict. I exercised regularly all the time. I mean, I was still following my same weightlifting program. I was doing everything right, and I still was really struggling to get down to my more happy ideal weight, which is closer to what I am now at around 118, 119. So I pushed and I pushed and I pushed over those years because I did feel really uncomfortable. And then only recently, once I implemented a few techniques, it became a little more effortless. And I was able to drop that weight without the struggle. In fact, my diet is not nearly as clean as it used to be. I frequently eat things like ice cream, potato chips. Of course, I try to get the highest quality of those. Sorry, my dog's ripping his tennis ball over there. Guapo. But I'm just putting in perspective. Plus, I eat a crap load more. I mean, when I track my calories, it's somewhere around 2,300 a day. And I don't work out like a crazy junkie person. Now it's down to maybe 20 to 30 minutes, 4 days a week of just weightlifting with my nice barbell over here and my kettlebells in the corner and pull-up bar. So not super complex either. So when we think about weight loss, we usually think about just calories in, calories out. And that matters. I mean, absolutely. You can't just magically, effortlessly lose weight whenever you want to. You have to be conscious of what you're eating and how much you're moving. But if you're already prioritizing eating real wholesome foods in their least processed state, things like meat, vegetables, fruit, nuts and seeds, and you're moving regularly throughout the week, so you're maybe walking daily or you're biking, and you're also lifting weights a couple days a week, 2 to 3 times a week, progressive weightlifting, playing with things like barbells and kettlebells, and your weight is still really stubborn, then we have to kind of think about it more in this holistic way, right? So we're not just this machine where we just eat calories in, calories out, right? There's a holistic part of it. And one thing we fail to acknowledge is how important the role of hormones are in fat loss. Hormones are huge drivers in whether you release fat or you store fat, which was my problem. I had a lot of thyroid dysfunction, adrenal dysfunction, and it was causing my body to hold on to the weight. My body was in crisis mode, basically, from a lot of different stressors from all different areas. So actually what I had to do was I had to completely surrender, and I had to stop focusing so much on that one outcome of fat loss, which I talked about in my other video. You can't focus so intensely on that outcome because you will likely continually get disappointed because things don't always go as smoothly as we want to, especially in terms of manipulating body weight. Sometimes it does, and that's great. Sometimes it's really easy, and things just are like logical, and it makes sense. Sometimes it's not. So if you are doing all the right things and still losing weight, I want you to consider your mental state. One, how you talk to yourself. Sorry, the sun just went down. I'm dark in here. How you talk to yourself. Are you talking to yourself negatively? Ladies, I'm talking to you in particular. How is your stress levels? So in all different areas of your life, your relationship, your work, friendships, and how are your sleep levels? What is the quality of your sleep, the quantity of your sleep? Those are three huge ones right there. Another question to think about, I wrote this one down. When was the time you gained the most weight? And that is a question I ask quite frequently on my consult calls, is when did you gain all of this weight? And more often than not, they say because they went through a very stressful time period, they started a new job, they moved, they did this. We hold on to that weight. And Jessie Neeland, I don't know if she's watching this video right now, but she wrote an article probably, I don't know, a year ago or something about how she gained a little bit of weight when she was moving and in transition between things. And she was saying how, that emotional weight of things that are going on in our life can manifest into our physical weight, and we carry that with us. And that's why a lot of the times too, I think releasing that weight physically makes us also feel emotionally lighter as well. We're getting rid of baggage that doesn't serve us anymore. Weight was always used as a form of protection, right? When we were hunter-gatherers and we were evolving, we were designed to put on fat for periods of famine, right? So it's the same. Could you relate that to emotionally? When emotionally we don't feel safe, we feel stressed out, we put on this emotional weight as some sort of barrier protection. And that's what Jessie Neeland said in that post. And I was like, yes, exactly. So if you are struggling to have the effortless fat loss, then just consider looking at your life more holistically. What is going on elsewhere that you can prioritize instead of just focusing so intensely on your diet and exercise? There's so many different elements at play when you're looking to manipulate body composition in a healthy way. So I will be talking a little bit more about this on the webinar on Monday, December 5th. It's in a week from now, from the time I'm recording this video. It is at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Recordings are available for 48 hours following, and then I'm completely shutting down this webinar. This is the second time doing it, and the last time I'm working on some big projects for the spring. So this is the last time I'll be running this webinar, and I would love if you came. We're talking a lot about this mindset stuff, as well as the more specifics on exercise and diet. So, and also I try to keep these videos short, but apparently I'm at 8 minutes again. I don't know how that happens. There goes little amigo over there. So hopefully I'll see you guys at the webinar. I'm going to put the link with this video, and hope you guys have a good day. We'll see you later.